Hello everybody! My name is Steph Koza and today I'm going to show you guys how I am making my April bullet journal spread. Last month in my March bullet journal spread video I asked you guys what you thought I should do for my theme this month, and the main theme that you guys really wanted was umbrellas and rain and rainfall, and I thought that was really cool, so that's what I'm doing by popular demand for the month of April. But before we do that, let's first go back to my March spread and see how it turned out at the end of the month. Now, if you recall, last month was a little bit weird. I made two different spreads just for the fun of it. I made a minimalist spread and a maximalist spread, and I ended up using the minimalist spread for the month of March just because I felt it was a little bit more practical and just worked really well for me and my lifestyle. But don't get me wrong, I really missed all of the fun colors and drawings and doodles. So let's just flip through my March minimalist spread. We've got my title page, we've got my dates filled out, my calendar. I wasn't super into this calendar method. It was very minimalist, obviously, but I like to see like a physical calendar drawn out and filled in, and it just gives me a much better look at my entire month overall. Here's my tracker and my expenses. I don't really like the way this tracker turned out. I think it looks kind of weird, and it wasn't very fun to fill out, and it was also just kind of hard to keep track of and see what was what, so I am definitely trying something new this month. I think what I just really liked about this spread was the weekly spreads because it's so organized, it's so easy to see everything and the big picture of my week and my month and my to-do lists, and I just feel like I was super organized this month. And then I'll just flip through my maximalist spread just so we can take another look. I did use the habit tracker because I loved this bamboo drawing that I did, and I was really excited about filling it out, so I did do that, and I'm pretty into the way it looks. I thought it was really fun, really cute, and I loved it. But that's it for my March spread, so let's move right into April. Last month in my maximalist and minimalist bullet journal video, a lot of you guys said that you kind of like both of these styles sort of mixed together. You like the structure and practicality of a minimalist bullet journal, but it's also fun to draw and doodle and not be totally structured and perfectly clean and minimalist. So this month I'm gonna kind of combine the two. So for my title page, I'm not doing anything too crazy, but I am writing out April in these nice big bold letters, and I'm drawing an umbrella just to go with the whole theme of rain and umbrellas. And it was looking a little bit drab, so I wanted to kind of experiment with coloring. I'm trying out ombre for the first time. I've never really tried an ombre design with markers, but it's really fun and it looks so pretty. I love it. I'm gonna do this so much more this month. On to my calendar. Like I said, I love to see a big drawn out calendar spread. I'm not really into the list thing. I like to see the big picture of the whole month, so I am just drawing out a very simplified boxy calendar. I don't want anything too complex because, like I said, I'm into the minimalist style of things, but I am gonna add a little bit of flair with some cursive days of the week, and I'm gonna add a little picture of rain boots in the bottom right corner, add some washi tape designs, and then in the background of my calendar I'm just adding some cute little raindrop doodles. Nothing too fancy. Everything on this page was very easy to do, but it still looks really, really nice, and it's not too overwhelming. For my mood tracker, I'm honestly just kind of winging it. I didn't really plan what I was gonna do here, which sometimes is what I do. I think it's more fun that way. But I knew I wanted to do something with umbrellas, and I like that when you look at an umbrella from above, it is kind of divided into these little sections, almost like a little pie chart. So that's kind of what I did. I just made all these little umbrellas, and every section is a day of the month, and I'll just fill them in with whatever color suits my mood that day, and then at the end of the month, hopefully I'll have a really pretty array of blue umbrellas. Also, I omitted the mood tracker last month. I did not have one in either of my spreads, and you guys were really mad at me for that, so don't worry, I have it again. I've brought it back. To be honest, I don't really like using a mood tracker. I don't think it's ever really helped me with my mood or anything like that, but it is kind of fun to do when you have the time, and it does look really nice when you're done, so we'll see how this one looks. As for my habit tracker, I'm doing kind of the same style that I always do with a little bit different details. I went with a little bit more of an elegant cursive title at the top. And one thing that I've noticed when I'm filling out my habit trackers is that I always get lost as to where I am, and like the lines get mixed up, and I don't know, I like have trouble figuring out which day is which spot. So to help me out, I'm just highlighting every other line so that it kind of divides it up a little bit better and I can know what I'm doing. And then I'm just adding a couple doodles at the bottom and a picture of some daisies in the rain. I really love just printing out photos and sticking them in wherever they fit because I don't have to spend the time to draw anything. It really takes no effort or creative abilities at all, but it looks so good and it's so cute and it's almost like a little scrapbook, and I just love that. All right, my expenses page just haunts me every time. It's so boring. I never know what to do because it has to be practical. It doesn't need to be fun to look at because I need to keep track of my expenses, and that's the point of it. It's not to be pretty and overwhelming and maximalist, but it's always so boring. So I decided to add just a little bit of depth and just put a big border around the page. Nothing fancy, super easy. I'm just using a ruler and a pen. Like, there's nothing crazy going on here, but for some reason I think it looks really nice. I'm putting it on both pages, so one page will be my expenses page and the other page will just be my notes page for brain dumping and whatever I need. And then just to add a little bit of color to this page, I'm just putting a sunflower with raindrops on it on my notes page just to fill up some space and add a little bit of something. I know it's very simple and not much is going on, but I honestly love the way this page looks, and I think it's gonna look even better when it's all filled out. And now we're on to my weekly spreads. I am gonna try something totally different this month. I really like to switch up my weekly spreads. I loved the one that I had last month, so this one is kind of inspired by that, but with a little bit less going on. I don't want it to be too in your face. All I really needed to have are my days and enough space to fill out each day. That's it, that's all I need. But I don't want it to be too boring like my minimalist spread. So for every day, I am drawing out big, bold numbers and then writing over top of them in cursive. And because I loved doing that ombre thing on my cover page, I am using ombre all over the place for this. And I'm gonna fill in every single number with this pretty fade of green to blue just to go with my kind of rainy colors theme. And I love the way this looks. It's so easy, but it comes out looking so much harder than it was. And then I'm just going over every single number with a little cursive, bold title of my day. I'm gonna add a little place for notes, and then in the bottom right corner, as usual, I'm just adding a little tiny miniature calendar of the month just so I can refer to that whenever I need to. And then I'm just gonna do the same thing for the rest of my weeks, and then I'm done. So let's just do a nice, pretty flip through of my month, take a nice, good overall look at what we have, and that is it! I love the way this month looks. This is one of my favorite spreads. I feel like I say that every month, but you know, you improve every time. But I just love the balance of minimalist and maximalist. It's not too crazy, it's structured enough without driving me insane. But that's it for my April bullet journal spread. I hope you guys like it. Let me know in the comments below what you think I should do next month for the month of May. What do you think my theme should be? It could be anything you want, anything your heart desires. But that's it for this video. I am Steph Koza, and I will see you next month. Happy bullet journaling!